Russia begins deploying tactical nuclear weapons in Belarus, according to the Belarusian president. The founder of the Oath Keepers sentenced to 18 years in prison for his part in the January the 6th attack on the capital. Two teenagers turned themselves in to police over a building blaze that lit up central Sydney yesterday evening. And Indigenous calls to prevent a repeat of the stolen generations on the 25th anniversary of National Sorry Day. I'm Anton Enos. This is SBS World News. Good evening. Russia has acted on a long-threatened plan to move tactical nuclear weapons to Belarus after inking a deal with Minsk. Moscow saying it's in response to increased tensions with the West. The country's Security Council deputy chair warning of a preemptive strike if the West gives Ukraine nuclear weapons. It comes as the head of private mercenary group Wagner says his fighters in Bakhmut will be replaced by Russia's army by June the 1st. Although Wagner has declared control of the city, Ukraine says its forces still have a small foothold.
Nuclear diplomacy back on the table. Moscow and Minsk signing a deal to deploy tactical nuclear warheads in Belarus. On the sidelines of a regional economic conference, Belarus's president hinting the nuclear weapons were already in his country.
Нам надо было подготовить там и места хранения и прочее. Мы все это сделали, поэтому началось перемещение ядерных боеприпасов.
Уже началось.
Уже началось.
Оно уже в Беларуси.
Возможно, я приеду посмотрю.
Выходим в тыловые районы.
In the besieged city of Bakhmut, an apparent changing of the guard. The head of the Wagner group performing a victory lap and announcing his fighters are moving out.
Что, парни, все? Через 10-15 минут трогаемся, да? Да, трогаемся. Все, до 1 июня все выходим, отдыхаем, готовимся.
Wagner mercenaries have led the assault on the city, often using human waves to try to storm Ukrainian positions. Experts say the group's exit could mark a turning point in the longest and bloodiest battle of the war so far. 9 months of fighting in the city, exacting a heavy toll on both sides. Injured Ukrainian soldiers from Bakhmut arriving for treatment as Kyiv says it's gaining ground on the outskirts. The cost no greater than for the family of these two brothers. Maxim and Ivan had fought side by side since Russia invaded last year. It was here in Bakhmut where Maxim was killed, but only after he saved his brother's life.
I fell and felt something warm. Then I realized that I was bleeding heavily. Because I'd already experienced war, I knew that I wouldn't survive. But my brother didn't let me die. He saved me.
This graphic video of Ivan went viral. Too dangerous for medics to enter the city, Maxim pierced his brother's airway to stop him from choking, remaining by his side before they could be rescued. But rather than leave with his brother, Maxim chose to stay and fight. He was killed a week later by a Russian sniper.
We still can't believe it. My soul has been ripped out. I have to live only for the fact that he saved his younger brother Ivan.
Ukraine won't say how many more have been killed. This family's story of loss, a reminder of the enormous human toll of the war. Lynn Evelyn, SBS World News.
The founder of the far-right Oath Keepers group has been jailed for almost 2 decades over the 2021 attack on the US Capitol. The staunch supporter of former President Donald Trump is the first involved in the riot to be found guilty of seditious conspiracy and sentenced. The judge saying he continues to pose a threat.
Stuart Rhodes, the founder of the extremist Oath Keepers.